Alright guys, Bliff here. Welcome back. Today, let me show you a low-cost home network improvement setup. I really do appreciate you visiting the channel. This video is composed of many unboxings and guides of different network stuff. This is gonna be a long video, so if you want, you can skip through the timeline by clicking the chapters down below. My concept here is to DIY everything and make it as affordable as possible. So I hope you like it, and if you do, you can click the like button or subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot. I also posted product links in the description, so if you want to check it out, then be my guest. I am in no way affiliated or paid by the sellers, and these product recommendations are all my own. And with that done, here goes. I've always been the one personally configuring and expanding our home network ever since first got internet way back late 2000s. It's not only because of security reasons, I also find it very satisfying to do. And when Super Typhoon Odette struck Cebu last December of 2021, it destroyed most of our basic infrastructures and left us for a few weeks without electricity, water, internet, and even most of our roofs were gone. And it was really a weird feeling. It's like going back in time when people appreciate stars at night because they don't have nothing else to do. During the time our ISPs towers were destroyed, the only network we relied upon was smart telecom.
May signal. May signal.
They provided us with a mostly reliable connection, and they are this other big telco aside from my own ISP, which is Globe. But sadly, Smart only has mobile 4G internet in our area, nothing more. Fast forward, our internet was restored after 2 months, and we were so happy until our ISP started charging us subscribers bills for the months without having their service. What the fuck, Globe? And then rampant disconnections happened last March. It was insane. It took me more than 6 hours of lining up their store just to be able to talk 15 minutes to a rep just to request for a reconnection. Damn! But that's something you have to do if they are the only wired internet service provider in your area. This is not supposed to be a rant. This is a tutorial video.
My home network has been like this for a while now. Everything's stacked up, ventilation is poor, some cable terminals are not working, and yeah, grime everywhere. I have a Globe Telecom fiber optic modem router. This is what they gave me when I became a subscriber. It has an all-in-one feature that most residential subscribers normally need. With this, they can connect their smart devices through Wi-Fi, and that's it. And I think most owners will not try to expand its range if they have a small or single-floor house. Bundled plans have this relic from the past called landlines, which is mainly used by old people and corporate stations. They are mostly there because of nostalgia. I sound harsh, but it's just how it is. I started my network modifications by expanding the landline system with a PABX for intercom. With this, we can make internal calls to different parts of the house, transfer outside calls to different parts of the house, divert calls to voicemail, call waiting options, and much more. And it's just too bad that landline technology is dying. I'm a few decades late, I suppose. Instead of relying on the built-in all-in-one feature of the ISP's router, I expanded it and somewhat modularized the connection so I can easily trace and troubleshoot connected devices. They can also ease the burden of my main router's routing task and serve as a connection kill switch. The SSID of my main router is reserved to my family members only. Guests will be diverted to my single-band TP-Link router if they want to connect. The password for the ISP's router will be often changed since I'll be giving them away to Globe repairmen if some problem occurs and they want to troubleshoot. The two other ports of my ISP's router are connected to my laptop and PS4 Pro because work and play should be balanced and should have a stable wired connection. I also have this old ADSL router that I have disabled its SSID and DHCP server, and voila! It's now used as an exclusive network switch expansion. It is connected to my daughter's TV, a 3-home network video recorder, and a 5-port switch for my media altar. Speaking of, my altar includes a 50-inch 4K TV, an NVIDIA Shield TV, and a Nest Pi, a Nest-fitted Raspberry Pi retro emulation station. The NVR connects 4 outdoor cameras to the network. I'll be expanding it soon and probably make a video about it. The TP-Link router, on the other hand, acts as the main access point of the house. Guests will be diverted to this Wi-Fi if they want internet. It also connects my Amazon Echo to all my IoT devices, giving me voice command capabilities to most switches and lights in the house. The ground floor network is also wired to the TP-Link router. The remaining ports are reserved for my experiments, and one of them is currently attached to my docked Nintendo Switch. That's basically what it used to be. The only difference now is that I integrated a 4G router to the system as a backup if the main fiber connection fails again. Both routers should always be on all the time, and only cables are swapped manually during connection issues.
In terms of usability and functionality is concerned, everything is substantial in most parts. The problem only began when I started moving things around, damaging some cables in the process. And a few of them needs their terminals replaced. And the old ADSL router, which is kinda ugly but still works, needs to be replaced. It's really an eyesore. If I can just find a cheap Gigabit switch replacement, that would be cool. And I also need to find a clever way to switch between my wired fiber connection and 4G mobile data without having to manually pull out the uplink wire. That process caused the damage to the RG45 terminals, which eventually gave unpredictable instability with the connections. And to summarize everything, first I need to repair and manage the cables, clean up the area, then replace the old ADSL router with a Gigabit switch, and then probably install a one switcher of some sort. But before I could do that, I need to install first a new hanging rack that would make everything more organized. And lastly, because crisis must be low cost as possible. So the plan is in place. Let's do this.
I've been dreaming of owning a data cabinet one day, but since I don't have the money and the space to do so I settled with an open aluminum wall-mounted router storage rack. The package includes some safety instructions written in Chinese, a screw set, and the rack parts. This easy-to-assemble anodized rack comes in different designs and sizes. It is very sturdy and can support up to 50 kilograms of weight. I picked the design closest to my old rack. They also have the variation that doesn't require drilling, but this one is proven to be so much stronger. I've been teaching students how to crimp for so many years now. With the traditional crimper and RJ45, the experience was mostly satisfying, but also time-consuming and wasteful. This time, I want to make my life much easier by buying a pass-through crimping set. The set includes 100 pieces of pass-through RJ45 connectors. and an easy crimper pass-through crimping tool. The product looks like it can last a long time. I just need to oil the blades sometimes to prevent rust. It supports RJ11, 12, and 45 connectors. It also has standard wire strippers and a cutter. This is one of the cables that I need to repair. This is for my PS4 Pro connection. As you can see, the latches are gone, making the connection loose and unstable. Time to replace the connectors. As a teacher, this stage of the curriculum is the most memorable and emotional part of a student's year in my class. My usual project for them is to make a meter of straight-through cable using the traditional crimping tool and RJ45. And when they're done, most of the cables are now half in length and they consume more RJ45s than I required. These things are useless if you do it wrong. You'll need to cut the cables again, making them shorter, and throw the erroneous RJ45s away and do it again with a new connector. Honestly, making network cables using the old way requires skills. Not only skills, but strength if you're working with Cat6. Here, I'm making a straight-through cable. Wow, it's so easy to make, even with Cat6. Let's do the other one. Time to check our work with my trusty 9-year-old CDR King multitester. I did it in one try. Wow, it's time to throw the garbage. This was a hard decision to make because a gigabit switch is still slightly expensive and the price goes up with the additional ports that they have. I settled with Mercusys. This is a new sub-brand of TP-Link. It is an unmanaged 8-port gigabit switch with power-saving features. Inside, we have a manual, a 9V DC adapter, then the MS108G gigabit switch. What I love about this is the gamer aesthetics. It's so cool. What I hate about this is that it doesn't have front-facing LED lights and the plastic casing is super lightweight, making it hard to stay in place. But no regrets here. I chose this for the price. Time to throw another trash. Now that the new rack is in place, the cables are fixed, the new switch is ready to go, time to realign the stars. Ew. Here it is now. I was lucky enough to find this a long time ago. I just left it in my cart and now it's finally time to check it out. I bought it along with a bunch of stuff that I thought I might use someday. The officially called Mini MT-VIKI 2-port network switch will enable me to manually switch between fiber and 4G routers. Inside is a very simple plastic enclosure. No smart features here since this is literally a 2-port switch. Pressing the analog button will enable switching between the ports, a very cheap solution to my problem. Testing time! The out port connects to the main Gigabit switch. I'll start with this end. I'll connect the Smart Telecom router to port A, and port B will be the Globe router. The other end of the out port should be connected to the main Gigabit switch. I'll start testing by turning on port A, which is my smart router. I'll be speed testing my new setup using wired connection since wireless can never beat wired in terms of stability. Smart gave a decent speed this time. This is good enough for a backup. And I remember our old ADSL connection used to give us 1.4 Mbps only, and in my college days, internet was only 64 kbps. What about Globe? Whoa! When I think of Globe, I think of love. Like, how can be something this good breaks your heart sometimes? It might not look that good, but I think this will serve its purpose, and my problems are fixed. It's good enough.
And if you made it this far, congratulations! Thank you very much. This might be a very good time to click the like button. This is the only way this video will be recommended by the algorithm, making it viewable to others who also like this stuff. And then when I'm finally making the final edits for this video, this game, damn! And I will be integrating this soon to the network. It wouldn't be a low-cost video if I include this. So be sure to subscribe for another unboxing and tutorial. This will be very helpful if you like network stuff. Making this video was a lot of fun. I made my network more stable and organized. I installed my very first Gigabit switch. Yes. And then I found a very cheap way of easily switching to different internet providers with just a literal push of a button. And the most fun of all, I never wasted a single RJ45 in this video. And all of this for just a total of 2,609 pesos or something around 50 bucks. No regrets. That's it for now. Be sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications so you can see the unboxings for this. And as always, keep safe. Chabas.